Today, I have a very special guest for you. She is actually really who introduced me to quantum biology, and I'm so excited to have her on the podcast. This is Meredith Oke. She is the host of the Quantum Biology Collective podcast, which, if you haven't listened to her podcast yet, you definitely need to. She is the executive director of the nonprofit of the Institute of Applied Quantum Biology. It is the certification that I went through back, I believe, in 2021. Does that sound right? Was that when it
Yeah,
first
you are
started?
OG, Caitlin.
As soon as I found it, I was like, "I'm signing up today. Like, this is next level stuff. I've gotta get into whatever this cohort is." And then it was life-changing. And I believe that Meredith is the biggest voice that we can all thank for making quantum biology go mainstream. I mean, this is why we're seeing it go viral on social media. This is why we're seeing the just stuff blow up. So thank you, Meredith, and thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. And thanks for jumping in and studying it and going on to share it with your followers and your community and your clients. That's the goal. That's the
That's
goal,
the
to move the
goal.
needle. Yeah.
Yes, and people's lives are changing. And when we can just simplify things and connect the dots that we're not just physical beings, we're not just chemicals, and, it's not all supplements and protocols. It's just getting back to how we were designed, right?
Yes. Yes, that's it. Absolutely. It's, uh, you know, living according to the principles of quantum biology is really more of a remembering of
Mm,
how we were meant to live and how our biology was designed. And so many of the chronic illnesses and the huge symptom burdens that people are living under can be traced back to our modern lives interfering with our connection to nature, which has in the last sort of 15 years taken a huge, our technology has taken such a leap forward, and we haven't like fully paused to think about how that's affecting our
yeah.
cells, every part of us. So it's really, yeah, it is at the basis extremely simple. There's a lot of very, very complex science being done at the academic level, and there are labs and centers being set up all over the world to study the
Wow.
mechanisms of this at the smallest level, and the science is very complex. But the translation of it into what does that mean for us as humans is really what you talk about. We're not just molecules, we're waves.
Yes. We're frequency and energy.
Mhm.
It is mind-blowing. I mean, still even thinking about it, it's like it still makes you it's like it's making you have to shift the paradigm almost again and again because we're so inundated with the opposite. And
Yes.
so many people haven't even heard of this yet. And so I think that's why this is so important that we're doing podcasts like this and we're making content and having the Institute of Applied Quantum Biology is because we have to get the word out. We have to have a paradigm shift all the way across the board.
Yes, and it's a layer that can come into if somebody has an existing practice or an existing coaching business, or they're working with people um, in their area of expertise. It's really just a lens to put on top of that. It's an expansion. It's not to
Mm,
say,
mhm.
oh, do this instead of that. It's an add-on,
Yeah.
right? So if we work with people, whether you're a career coach or a health coach or a doctor, it's like if you understand that our bodies are programmed by light, that our eyes are circadian organs that are processing the light information that's coming into them all the time, and the darkness information that's coming into them all of the time, and that light is signaling our body to do different things all of the time. It shifts how you're able to support a person and able
Mhm.
to support their health. Um, so it's like, I think sometimes it sort of gets lumped in with just general lifestyle, good lifestyle habits, like, oh, don't drink more than 3 glasses of wine per week, and don't look at your phone before bed, right? And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, don't look at your phone before bed, yes, but also the reason behind that is so deep. It's and so yeah, that's really, as you were saying, that's really the goal, is to have people understand, I mean, all, as you talk about, all frequency, all energy, but especially light. Think about it in the same, give it the same amount of energy that we give food in
Yes.
terms of like choosing
Yes.
what we're taking in.
Yeah. And to me, it seems like this would be most beneficial even as the foundation that we lay for people. If we could start out with clients, if I were to start over my practice, these are the concepts I would teach people first before we went into any kind of detox protocol or any kind of additional things. We would kind of peel it back and start. This is the beginning. And I know so much would
Yes.
change for people. It's just like it's if we're 99.99999% energy and light is energy, it could change the terrain in a different way than I think most people even realize.
Yes, that's a beautiful way to say it. Absolutely, because and that's the thing about light and darkness, is that they are foundational. So
Mhm.
it's not, I mean, it can be a protocol to help you with the symptom, but it's also just a foundational need of the body.
Yeah.
So if we were eating, gummy worms and drinking cola, and that was our diet, and someone said, "Oh, well, I have, my grandmother has Alzheimer's. Would it help to switch her to real food?" It's like, yes, because her, like, it doesn't even matter what the symptoms is. It's like your body is not
Yeah.
getting what it is being poisoned
Yeah.
by eating fake food, and our bodies are being poisoned by taking in fake light,
Yes.
sort of non-nutritious light. And the way that the light bulb industry has grown, they prioritized energy efficiency, which is
Yeah.
hilarious because it's it's energy efficient in terms of how much energy we're using off the grid, but it's totally not energy efficient in terms of what it's doing to human biology. So
Yeah.
our light bulbs are all about like to the maximum brightness, but um they don't have any nutrients, right? It's like
Yeah.
eating a bag of gummies to get
Yeah.
a lot of energy. Like, you'll get some energy, but you
And then
will
you'll
not
drink.
nourish or sustain yourself in any way or give your body anything that it needs.
Yeah.
And the light that we get outside is full spectrum. It has, as you know, all so many different colors, the temperature, the lux, everything's changing all of the time. And everything that's happening in sunlight is feeding and nourishing our system in some way.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, we we can talk about the practicalities of that, because sometimes people are like, I have to change every light bulb in my house. I'm like, no, no, no.
I mean, if you wanna go full bougie, you've got the money to spend, and you can just turn your home into that, go for it, but that's not that's not what you
Yes,
have to
and it's
do.
overwhelming. Like, it's always the moms, and they
Yep.
just immediately like think of all of the pot lights in every room in their
Yeah.
house, which all houses all over the world have now, and they're like,
Yeah.
I can't even think about what it would take to change, to like have all of that redone. And my answer is you just turn them off, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that you have to change everything. It's just
Mhm.
being mindful, right? Like, probably
Yeah.
you wouldn't eat a hot fudge sundae at 10 o'clock at night right before you went to bed, because you're like, no,
Yeah.
that's not going to be a good idea for my
Yeah.
digestion, for my sleep, for everything like that. And it's the same with turning on those big lights, right? So you just
Exactly.
leave them off and have a lamp with a nice warm bulb in it.